I could, I let you see this universe through my eyes. There's blossoming such pretty things, it even smells like apple pies.
いただきました。
Walk into my car, tan Honda, take me far away. I'll turn my headlights off, shake my head, clip my ears. Walk through life with eyes wide shut, just like I'm in a dream. Hear a voice as clear as bells in a church tower ring. It says to me that I'm on the right track to finding peace. I want this to be true, so I decide to just believe.
If I could, I'd let you see this universe through my eyes. There's blossoming such pretty things, it even smells like apple pies. Gingerbread man's on the roof, fixing up the broken bits of cookies with some super glue. My roof has got a hole, so when it rains it never stops. We could talk upon the flower beds and chatter away till 3. The roof has got a hole, so when it drizzles you hear the drops. If I had the ability to take away the pain of others, you would be the first I gain a lifetime of joy and love. If I could, I'd let you live my world of possibilities. If I could, I'd let you see my universe.
アンチの皆さんこんにちは。誰も見てない。かわいい。サービスが悪い。こっち向いてよ。どうやって入るの？
Cause you're pulling back again. It's always the same old circles burning through my head. I'm being selfish. I just hate this part of the day. Please just stay for tonight. Please just stay. I don't know a lot of my old friends anymore. We've grown apart and I've just
あ、洗濯機綺麗やん。乾燥機付き。なんかプールみたい。
わ
どんなん？
I really want to tell you I like you, but someone else's heart is going to break. And baby, I don't think I can do that. No, 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 no. But if I tell you I like you, would you look at me like I'm the only girl that made your heart beat? Would you say you like me too and that you felt the same all along the way? maybe someday we'll meet again. And this time, there's no one to worry about. And maybe even take a chance on what could be a love story. I guess for now I won't tell you I like you. Besides, maybe you don't feel the way I do.
あ、ピカソや。かわいそう。
I stopped counting days, I started living them instead. And my baseline is changing, I'm facing towards the sun again. I'm trying to stay grateful and paying all my bills. But I'm not used to solid ground and I can't stand to stand still. I keep having this dream where you say that you don't know me. I keep falling asleep with the ceiling caving in on me. Everything is great, I'd say, better than it ever was. And I've always wanted peace, but I keep strangling the dark.
several months since I've been alive. Close my eyes and daydream of dripping sand in summer paradise. I can smell the salty air and the overdone sunblock. Bastards performing favorite songs on the boardwalk. Let's run while we're still young. The beach is quite alright. Waves. One hour party, people are kicking it, other cars getting blazed. And the California girls love to bathe in the sun far from us, just from yesterday. And the surfer boys are surfing away. The tourists take pics of the palm trees. Rock lobsters coming out the way.
森の芸術祭が開催されます。国内外から